Good morning, everyone. Rick here with Rick and Deb's Awesome Adventures. We are on a road trip this morning, and I'm actually going to film part of our road trip today. We're going to be going to several different destinations, hopefully. Right now, we just left Shidler, Oklahoma, and I'm using my digital camera since I have not used since I think August the 10th. I tried to use this to do a video on Eisenhower Presidential Museum, and I got home and it was just a mess. When I got ready to upload it, segments were gone. It was just a mess. I had to scrap the video. So now I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to see if I can get this to work better. It is Tuesday morning. It is it's 10 after, or 12 after 10 rather. And this is supposed to be a scenic drive. It is a scenic drive. However, they have installed all of these wind turbines, as you will see when we get over closer. I'm using this handheld with my it's like a handheld selfie stick thing, and it might be a little jerky because I am, of course, in the car. So I'm just going to see what's going to work. We're just going to kind of just see what happens. So come on along and join us this morning. Of course, it's a lot prettier in the summertime, but that's okay. It's got a lot of twists and turns and dips, and it is really pretty. I'll have to come back and do this in the summer. It is a lot prettier in the summertime. There's all the wind turbines. We're getting ready to drive right in the thick of them here in a minute. We're about a half an hour away from our first destination. Not going to do any spoilers because I just don't know how it's going to turn out. Where we're going, I mean. Wife is driving while I'm doing the filming. See if I can get a good view from over here of all these wind turbines, I guess that's what you call them. In Weatherford, Oklahoma, if you ever go there, they actually make these blades in Weatherford, Oklahoma, and they've got a park that's dedicated to these turbines, to these I don't know what you want to call them, propellers or whatever you want to call them. And they've got one on display, and they're just absolutely huge. You can't tell it, but they really are. Here's some. We might well get close up here a little bit. Got to back out here a little bit. What I've never understood about these silly things is they're all powered by the wind. But some of them turns and some of them don't. It's kind of weird. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I thought, what the heck? Heck it. We're going to try this morning. I just hope it turns out okay. There's a whole ton of them in this little stretch of road that we're going on here. Kind of going up a hill. Well, there's one up close and personal. Gotta back out my... There it is. There. Gotta keep this where we don't get the windshield too much in the way. Windshield's really clean because it's so cold. There's no flying critters around, so that's one good thing, I guess.
In a quarter mile, slide left toward County Road 4020. Take the next left toward County Road 4020.
See, normally we turn
for 3 miles.
Normally we turn the other way. We turn right. We will be going to Pawhuska, Oklahoma this morning, but there's a couple of things I wanted to see along the way. I found the two places that we're going to be going, I found on Google Maps. So I just don't know yet what's going to actually come to fruition or not, but we're going to try it. But we will be going to Pawhuska eventually. If you've ever been to Pusa, or never been there rather, it's kind of an interesting little place. They've got an old swinging bridge that you can cross. They've got a tall grass prairie preserve that has wild bison, and they are wild. But it doesn't cost anything. You can drive through the preserve, and you can look at the buffalo, or the bison rather, take pictures. You just got to be careful. Especially if you get out of the car, because just got to be careful. It's pretty popular, and a lot of cars, especially in the summer, spring and summer, visit this preserve to look at the wild bison. But still, yeah, just common sense, just don't get too close. Keep your distance. If they got babies around, absolutely do not approach them in any way. Do not do that. That would not turn out good. We've been to this particular preserve for years. We've been going, and we've never had any trouble that way. It's one way in and it's one way out, and when you get to the end, there's a visitor center, gift shop, if it's open. Then just turn around and go back the way you came. That's basically it. This isn't real shaky, but I'm riding in a car, so I'm trying to do the best I can. I have a window mount, but it's not made for the camcorder. I've got a window mount.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto US 60 East.
I've got a window mount for my little action camera, and I really was going to bring that today, but it does not have zooming capabilities, and I just knew I was going to have that today. But on this window mount, the one that I've got, even on a
left onto US 60 East.
Even on a cold winter day, you've got that camera on that window mount up against the windshield, and it can still get very hot, and it'll cause your camera to just shut down. I need to find a way.
Continue on US 60 East for 15 miles.
Because I know that these other YouTubers, they have a way to mount that camera where it's not up against the windshield. And I've not got that figured out yet. I don't know how they do that. And they can even turn the camera as they're going down the road. I mean, you know, I guess you can drive and do this at the same time. I've seen them do it. Now, how they do it, I'm not sure of yet. But that's why I was going to take the action camera this morning, but I'm trying to see if I can do a video with this digital camera without it messing up on me, losing my video. But I guess I'll find out later on today how good it is, or if I can upload it or not, make a video out of it. I've got this zoomed all the way out right now. I really hope this works because I'll try to use it more often. I can look out the side out over here. If there's anybody there that would leave a comment as to how these get a device that you can somehow mount in your car to use a camera and drive, please let me know. Leave me a comment. That would be nice. It looks like we might be coming up on some road work. Yeah, we're getting ready to enter a work zone. I'm not sure what's going on here yet, but we'll find out here in a minute. Next 1 mile, it says. Okay, now let's see what's going on. Yeah, looks like the speed limit is 55, so 55 is right now, because of course the fines double in work zones. Oh, now, yeah, it's still 55, I guess. No, now 65 again. Okay, so we can speed up a little bit. Don't know. I don't see any road work as of yet, but maybe it's going to be coming up here pretty soon. Now it's back down to 55 again. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. A lot of times they'll keep these signs up even after they're done. For some reason, it takes them a while to take all the signs down. It says bump and uneven lanes. I think what they did was they laid down some new asphalt. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We have been down this way for a very, very long time. This camera, it's got a few options on it. It does not have fast forward, and it does not have slow motion. I know a lot of times when people are doing a video on the highway, they'll speed it up or whatever. I do not have that capability. Yeah, we got a traffic signal up here, so I'm probably going to pause this until we get through this, by this traffic signal, and then I'll start it back up again. We're more likely replacing a bridge. Okay, so I think we're going to pause this for a minute, and we'll be back here shortly. Okay, well, we're back. We had to step through 2 traffic lights for road work. They're repaving the highway. But at any rate, that's what we're doing, and now we're back on the old road again. Our first destination we should be getting to in about 15 minutes, if we can go where I'm wanting to go. I won't know until I get there. Yeah, I had to wait forever for that first light. Oh boy. Let them go on around. Got a trucker on our bumper, as they're so used to going 80 and 90 miles an hour everywhere they go. Just kicking all kinds of dust up. Dust and dirt. That's alright, I guess. We are just almost in Pawhuska. It is just a gorgeous day. It's 55 degrees right now. Of course, we are in Oklahoma. It was in the 30s this morning. Well, we're officially in Pawhuska, but our first destination is not actually in Pawhuska. It's a short drive away. It's actually in Nelagoney, Oklahoma. But right now we are actually in Pawhuska. Very bumpy road right in here. Oh gosh. Oh, that's awful. apologize for this if it's too bumpy, but I just can't do anything about it. Wow.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North 3730 Road, Farrell Avenue.
Okay, we're supposed to be at our first destination in about 7 minutes. And this will be pretty cool if it works out. I just don't know yet until we get there. Okay, here we go. Now we're going again. Alright. We should almost be there. Yeah, Pawhuska's also got a Ben Johnson museum. I don't know how many of you remember Ben Johnson, TV actor, movie star. Played in a lot of westerns. They've got a museum here, and it's pretty interesting. I actually got an interview with the owner of the museum, and I got a lot of information that's in my library videos. If you want to scroll down and find it and watch it. We've been, I think I mentioned this before, we've been to the swing bridge there at Pawhuska, and of course the Tall Grass Prairie Preserve. And now, this is not in Pawhuska, this is actually a few miles outside of Pawhuska. But still, it's a pretty interesting site if we can actually see it or go there. I just don't know yet. And downtown Pawhuska has a lot of thrift, well, they're not thrift stores, they're like flea markets or antique stores that you can visit. minutes. I'm sure hoping. Okay, we have finally made it. We are in what's left of Nelagoney, Oklahoma. This is the downtown, or what's left of Nelagoney, Oklahoma. Here's an old sign up here that says Nutrina Feeds. Now what this building was, I have no idea. I couldn't find out any information on it. It's completely gutted. This one room is completely gutted. There's some old furniture back in there. Bars on the windows back there. But this is it. I don't know if you can make out that furniture or not. There's the windows back there barred. Or two of them are anyway. Now how big the town actually was, I have really no idea. There's not, like I said, not a whole lot of information. But we're just going to kind of walk around here a little bit. Now there's a window pane that has Myers on it. M-Y-E-R-S. But this looks like the kind of stone that a lot of the old bridges were made out of back in the day. There is actually a Nagoni old bridge, and I've also done a video of that. It's been a few years ago. But of course, it's just gone. There's just nothing here anymore. I am very pleased that this was still here and we were able to document this building of what used to be Nelagoney, Oklahoma. And we're probably several miles outside of Pawhuska. This is another find, pretty cool find in this area that we've been to now. There's a highway which just caved down, and then of course it goes on that way. We might go, I don't know if there's anything up in there or not. But that's it. I like to go to places like this. It's pretty cool to find these old abandoned buildings like this. I'm going to kind of walk down around here a little bit if I can. It's kind of muddy. Maybe I'll try to go all the way around. I don't see any, like, there's no trespassing signs or anything of that nature. But there's the back end of it. I know the sun is, oh gosh. I don't know how well that's going to come out. Yeah, this is really muddy back in here. Boy, howdy. Wowee. Boy, this is muddy. We'll go back here real quick. Not sure if this comes out. Now we're on the back side of the building. Don't think I'm gonna go any further though, because I just don't know. Looks like there might have been a lower level, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's walk up here and see. Here, just real quick. Yeah. I'm not going to climb through all that brush. I'm just glad that we were able to see this today. Because so many times these are, you know, private property or that sort of thing. But this is not. This is really not. I can't see what I'm filming right now because of the glare on the lens. I'm going to take some pictures here in a little bit. Okay, I was just making sure my volume was still on my microphone I'm using here this morning. Okay, well, that's really all there is of it. There's just not a whole lot to see. I do think structures like this are interesting. Now there's a little bit better view of the inside here. This old building. Between the ridge and this building, it's just hard to tell what might have been here at one time. But that's just pretty much it. The only building remaining of Nelagoney, Oklahoma. So I think I'm going to take the pictures, and I think we're going to go on to our next destination. So this worked out real well. And of course, I'm going to post the pictures at the end of today's video. So just hang on. We'll be back in a little bit. Okay, here we are at the second destination. We're only about just a few blocks from downtown Pawhuska, Oklahoma. This is the very First Baptist Church here in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. Very old building, very unique. It's really run down and dilapidated, as you can tell. It would take a lot of work to get it fixed up. But here it sits. It looks like they've done some work to the entrance. The front door looks like it's been replaced. And it's kind of in a, I don't know, desolate area. It's the road dead ends, and it looks like there's a oil tank of some sort sitting there. And but again, it's just a few blocks from downtown Pawhuska. We're going to walk up. We're going to read a plaque on the front of the church that tells a little bit about it. I did try to peek in, and it's just pretty torn up on the inside. But it could probably be redone, but take a tremendous amount of work. The whole roof would have to be replaced, and that's just the beginning. I don't know what else structurally it might need, but that's very, very obvious. This is the First Baptist Church, organized in 1913, built in 1922, dedicated in 1933. Reverend A.C. Chin, pastor, and Brother James Reed, clerk. And what I want to know is why it took 11 years for them to dedicate it. I don't know. It looks like one side of the door has been boarded up. It's probably not for, they don't have any glass in it. Like I said, I did try to peek in. There's a piano. There are some pews, but the rest of it's just pretty well torn up. Like I said, this is the second destination that I wanted to go. today. I found this destination on Google Maps by just scouring around the Pawhuska area. Now, the swinging bridge is not too far from here, and you can still cross it as far as I know. It's a very old swinging bridge. We've been to that. We've been to the church. We've been to the Cowboy Museum here in Pawhuska. Ben Johnson Cowboy Museum. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Ben Johnson, but he's a very famous TV actor and movie star. He played in some movies. One movie he played in that you might recognize is the original Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze. He was one of the people that helped them during this World War III that was going on. But that's just one. He played in multiple movies. Some with like John Wayne and such. He's a very famous, like I said, TV movie star actor. And I did get a interview with the owner of the museum when we were there. But that's just I think we've seen about everything we can see in Pawhuska. I even saw a railroad depot that was used in the movie that they recently made there in Pawhuska. It was empty on the inside. I peeked in, but it was just just something that they used for the set for the movie. But that was kind of cool. Yeah, so this is it. This is the very First Baptist Church here in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. So that's really just about it. We're probably going to go and try to go to our other destination here in a little bit if we can. But at any rate, I was real pleased that we could actually get here and look at it without it being on private property or anything like that. So that was just pretty cool. Okay, so I think we're going to go on and we're going to try to go to our next destination. Okay guys, we're back. I really lucked out. I found this little town about 20 minutes from Pawhuska, Oklahoma called, oh gosh, Akaso or Okesa or something like that, Oklahoma. And it showed a picture of an old bridge. And we drove through the little town. It's really not, it's just more of a community than anything. And lo and behold, I looked off to my right, and look what I found. An old bridge. How cool is that? Now, since I found it the way I did, I have no idea. I can look it up when I get home. I'm just going to call it the Okesa, Oklahoma Bridge for now. How cool is that? 1 in a million. I knew it was around here somewhere, but a lot of these are way off the beaten path. But this part that we're in, we're about 20 minutes from Pawhuska, Oklahoma, and it's pretty desolate, pretty isolated. But yeah, and here we are. We're back. I'm going to film this, document this, and then I think we're going to head on home. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon, and this was just so cool finding this old bridge. They do have it barricaded off for traffic, but I've already walked across it, and it's perfectly safe to walk across. So we're going to go take a closer look at this magnificent old bridge. That is just so cool. I've not got to do one of these in a very long time, but there it is. Isn't that neat? everything I found today, the First Baptist Church in Pawhuska, and the old building in Nagoni or something like that, Oklahoma. I did find these 3 items on Google Maps, but sometimes seeing something on Google Maps and then actually finding it unless you've got a GPS does not always work out. But I literally found all 3 places. And this I did not even have actually not on Google Maps. Somebody had taken a picture of it and put with a little community. And that's all it was. I had nothing to reference it by other than we're in Osage County, Oklahoma. That's it. And I did try to look it up, but I could not find anything. But nevertheless, here we are exploring another old bridge. The newer bridge is over here. We just crossed it. As I was crossing the bridge getting ready to go home, I looked over and there it was. I could not believe it. It is a beautiful afternoon, upper 50s, very little wind. Just really nice. And now the icing on the cake is finding this old bridge. I will try to see if I can find some information on it when I get home. I'll try. The only thing I can reference it to is it's near this little community. It's kind of a weird name, little town or community. We drove through. There was not any stores or anything. It was just a little community. But yeah, that is just so cool. We've had a really nice road trip today. We really have. It's been wonderful. I will get some pictures when I'm done, and I'll go home and try to get everything uploaded and get it put into a video. But there it is. Okay, ASO or something like that. Bridge. Say we are about 20 minutes from Pawhuska, Oklahoma. It was a really pretty little drive. It really was. A lot of scenic hills and all that. This part of Oklahoma has a lot of those. Really super nice. Couldn't have asked for a better day. Not a cloud in the sky. Very, very little wind. Just beautiful. I've walked clear down to this other end where it's barricaded off. There's a house down in the distance, but there's no signs, no painting, no nothing. It's just here. So now I'm going to make my way back across the other way, and then I'll take some pictures, and then I think we're going to head for the house. But this has been a wonderful day. We stopped and ate at Buffalo Joe's there in Pawhuska. And if you ever have a chance, if you're anywhere near this area, I would highly recommend. It's really the only real restaurant in Pawhuska. There's a Subway, and there's the restaurant that's inside of the Mercantile building. But we went in there once, kind of looked around a little bit. It's pretty exclusive. It's really not our style. I like going to the old, or not old necessarily, but just regular restaurants. But I guarantee you that parking lot was just almost totally full. Of course, we did go during the noon hour. Very nice food and reasonable prices. Yeah, I highly recommend you check out Buffalo Joe's here in Pawhuska rather. Yeah, this is just too awesome. I could not pass this up. I was hoping we would find it, but again, some of these old bridges are really hard to find unless you have GPS, and we literally drove right on it. Drove right up to it rather. That is just too cool. Yeah. Really nice. And the roadbed is actually in pretty good condition. But it's not usable anymore. It's been barricaded off. But it's still here. It's still here. It's not been torn down or anything like that, which I think is really, really cool. Because more and more of these bridges like this are being demolished. And that is so sad. But now I've got another bridge under my belt. I'm going to walk down here and turn back around, and then I may walk through one more time, and then I'm going to take some pictures, and then that'll probably be the end of today's videos. That's where we parked, just off of the main road, right there. There it is again. Matter of fact, tell you what I can do. Let me pause this for just a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm down. We're going to get a side glance of the bridge. There you go. There it is. Okay, now I'm back up top again. I think we're going to walk through it one more time, and then that'll have to be it. But just finding this is just so awesome. These are the best finds you can make. The ones that are just totally unexpected, just by chance. Really, really cool. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna call that a wrap, call that good, and head on back home. Hope you enjoyed these areas I went today. Enjoy this video. That's what we do. We go out and we explore and we look around and we see what we can't find. And this is really a good find. So we're going to call it a day. I'll take a few more pics. Hope you have a nice day. Remember to go out and explore your world. Be safe. Be careful. But just have fun. As always, we'll see you on the next video. So, goodbye for now.